What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Premium MMA. My name is Hydro, aka Big Splash, and I'm here with my colleague Chris, and we both are here to give you our best bets for UFC 287, Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya 2. Let's get straight into it. First up, we got my bets. I'm really confident with my bets. I have a fun bet in there, and one of my bets got canceled, which I'm really sad about. But yeah, I got one whole unit on a three-way parlay with Gilbert Burns, Shylon Naradonbeki, and Joe Pyfer. I'm really confident with those three, and those are actually my just three most confident fighters in this card. So, and that's a plus 180, so some value in there. It's not too risky as well because all three of them are great fighters. And then I put half a unit, just $50 on Burns versus Masvidal going under 2.5 rounds, and I parlayed that up with Rojas Jr. versus Rodriguez over 1.5 because I do think that's going to go the distance, and that is a plus 178. That's where I got it at. And I'm pretty confident with that one as well too, unless Masvidal doesn't let Burns finish him. But I think Burns will get the finish here pretty quickly. And then I have a money line, and then my money lines I have one unit on Alex Pereira. I got him at a plus 115. I believe he's still a plus 115. The odds didn't really change that much, but I love that he's still the underdog, and I do think he can still get it done against Israel Adesanya. And that is my underdog of the week as well. And then I also put $75 on Jing Liang, but he ended up getting injured. I think it was a back injury, and yeah, so that fight got canceled as well. I was pretty high on him. He was going against Michael Chiesa, a pretty dangerous opponent, but I do think that would have been a good comeback win for Jing Liang, but that fight ended up getting canceled, so I already pushed there. And then my last bet, my last money line bet, it's just a fun bet. The reason why I only put $25 on Carl Williams is because it's a heavyweight fight. You never know what you're gonna get with heavyweight fights. You don't know who's gonna knock out who. I don't care who's better than the other. If someone gets caught, they're done. They're heavyweights. They're strong, powerful. But here, I got Carl Williams stepping up last minute to fight Chase Sherman. I do think he can get it done. I think he can do whatever he wants to Chase Sherman, especially stepping up last minute. Carl Williams is a great wrestler. He his striking is decent. He has a decent striking, but he uses his striking to set up those takedowns and just be able to control his opponents on the ground the whole 15 minutes. So yeah, so I put just $25 on Carl Williams because Chase Sherman, you never know, he could clip Carl, you know. But yeah, so that's why I only put $25 on him. He's a heavyweight, and that's probably my least confident bet is Carl Williams, but I do think he will win against Chase Sherman, and I got him at a plus 190. So yeah, those are my bets for UFC 287. Chris?
All right, for my best, I got a unit on a three-leg parlay. I got Gilbert Burns. We got pretty similar payouts on our three-leg parlays. Mine is plus 182. I got Gilbert Burns, Adrian Yanez, and Joe Pyfer. I do think Joe Pyfer and Gilbert Burns are pretty solid uh locks. And then Adrian Yanez, he a beast. I think he has this in the bag. He's younger, hungrier. I think he's got a bright future ahead of him. If you want to be a little bit more risky and do a four-leg parlay, I added Kevin Holland. Put if you put a unit on that, uh, that's plus 291, which is a really good payout. My money line bets. I got one unit on Alex Pereira. I think he beats Izzy again, the same way that Leon Edwards got in Kamaru's head. I think he's all up in Izzy's head, and I just think Alex might get another finish. I like under 4.5 as well on this. I didn't put no money on that, but I might. I got half a unit on Christian Rodriguez because that's a tricky fight. That's probably the one that I'm the least confident in. That's why it's only half a unit, but I think he has a good chance. Raul Rosas is young, and I don't think his stand up is the best. Uh, I think on the ground, on the feet, Christian might have a slight advantage. So I think as long as he could get up from those takedowns, because I'm pretty sure Raul will get them, but I think he has a decent chance at winning. So I put half a unit on him. And then Kelvin Gastelum, I think he could pull a victory here. Nazardine Imavov was supposed to be his last opponent. fight got canceled. He had to pull out. And I think his training, I think he's been taking it serious, and I think there's a good matchup for him. Usually his opponents are way bigger than him, so him fighting Chris Curtis is that's a good fight. Chris Curtis is slick with his hands, but I think Kelvin Gastelum might be able to pull this out. I think it goes all 3 rounds, and Kelvin Gastelum wins 29-28. But yeah, those are my 3 money line bets and my parlays. And then with the heavyweights, you had Carl Williams. I think it's over or under 2.5 rounds, and you get plus money for under 2.5 rounds. So that's something I might look at. I
Damn,
didn't put
you
no
saw
money
that
on
it
that.
was plus money for under.
Yeah, let me check real quick. Under 2.5 is plus 120
Yeah, that's pretty.
for
That's.
Chase Sherman, Carl Williams.
But the thing is, with that one, I could see it being plus money just because Carl
Chase
Williams.
Sherman,
Well, Carl Williams he's a wrestler. Like he doesn't really submit his opponents. Like he'll just stay
yeah,
there
just grind them
and
down.
just grind them and just pound them out until the
And
end
then
of the
Chase
match.
Sherman could take a beating too, so it's hard to finish him. But I don't know, just heavyweights in general.
Right.
Anytime it's under 2.5, that's something I might end up sprinkling money on. I'm not sure yet, but
But you never
yeah.
know. That is it for our best bets for UFC 287, Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya 2. If y'all enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.